In this video, I'm going to show you how to create professional looking intros for your YouTube videos. YouTube Simplified. Hi, and welcome to Creator Fundamentals. My name is Dan Courier, and it is my mission to simplify YouTube so you and I can grow together. And if you want to continue to simplify YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss future content. All right, so I've been looking for a tool that provides an intuitive interface that allows us to be able to make quality, professional-looking intros for our YouTube videos. It's actually something I've been looking for a while, and it's been difficult to find the proper software or application that does what I expect it to. With over 20 years in the software as a service industry, I'm pretty particular when it comes to software applications in terms of what I expect. I expect them to be easy to use and powerful at the same time, plus not break the bank. In this video, I'm going to show you an application that you can access online that checks all those boxes, plus gives you a massive amount of resources at your disposal that you can access completely free. If this sounds interesting to you, if you want to make a professional intro for your video, then stick around because we're jumping on the computer. I'm going to show you exactly how you do it. And hey, be sure to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to show you how you can use their entire suite of tools and resources for free, plus give you an exclusive code that can get you 25% off when you upgrade. All right, so I just created my new bumper for Creator Fundamentals here in InVideo. I'm going to show you real quick what this looks like, and then I'm going to show you how I took one of their templates and actually used it to create this intro. So we've got that. We've got everything in place. That is going to be my bumper going forward, and we're going to jump on to InVideo, the main screen, and show you exactly how you get from one of their templates to the video that I just made. So on the screen here, we have a bunch of different things to look at. We have categories up here. One of the cool things they do with their categories is they do a category specific to the month. So if there's certain days of meaning during that month, you may be able to find templates for those if you want to promote your content or your business on social media in reference to what's currently going on, trending topics, those sorts of things. But today we're going to focus on pre-made templates, and we're also going to focus on the YouTube landscape here in the middle, and we want to do intros and outros. We look right down here, we see the button for intros and outros, and you get a variety of options. Now, these are pre-made templates. You can absolutely start from scratch and do it however you want to, but for the purpose of simplicity and showing you how easy it can be to create a professional looking bumper for your channel, we're going to use one of these pre-designed ones. But as you can see, if you have real estate in the city, that one may be good. Medical related, outdoors, cooking, all kinds of different options. We're going to view all here in the wide 16:9. That's the standard format that you're going to see on YouTube. And I want to find one that's kind of generic and works for everything. And what we're going to choose here is this guy right here, just a basic logo splash in the middle, but we're going to try to add a little bit of flair to it, as you saw by the example that I just showed you. So the first thing we need to do is click on this template. It's going to bring us into the editor. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the editor, show you where everything is and what you do with it. And then I'll show you how you come from this point to the one that I created. Okay, so first thing, just a quick look around. You have media here in the upper left-hand corner. You can do search for individual video clips and stuff. There is a vast collection of video clips and photos and audio that you can get right in InVideo. So if you've been looking to upgrade your video production and you've been looking at trying to go out and get a third-party sound or music provider that gives you copyrighted content and video clips, all that stuff can add up. The paid tiers of InVideo are extremely affordable, and they're going to save you a lot more money than going out and buying all those individual services. You can actually create an entire YouTube video right in this interface, but for today we're going to focus on the intro, show you how to do that, and then it's just up to your imagination what you want to create. But in addition to the media that we have here, we have music that's organized by category. You have a variety of different clips. You can find the one you want to use and click select. We have a text option tool, which is some basic text headers, subtext, etc., and also some of these pre-designed text blocks that kind of give you specific looks and feels depending on what you're trying to accomplish. Stickers, again, same thing, all organized. You can do searches for anything that may be meaningful for you and your brand depending on the look and feel that you're going for. Effects are cool. It's the opportunity to kind of overlay some effects. Here we have confetti, a variety of different types of confetti, in fact, all kinds of different things. Hearts, maybe you're doing something Valentine's Day theme. Hashtag that's my birthday. But depending on what it is that you're looking for, you can find these overlays to just add that extra finish to your product. your end product, of course. We have your shapes, lines, outlines, all these things come into play, different design elements that you can use to add your personal touch to your finished product. Enhancers, we can do collages, multiple images, that sort of thing, and then upload. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to throw some things in here that are my personal uploads. You can see that I've already placed them there. Now, generic, we're going to show you what this looks like. It's just, it has a nice spotlight kind of look in the background, kind of a blue background. It does have some music in there, but it's not music that fits with my brand. So what I'm going to do is take some of these elements that I've uploaded, and we're going to create a bumper that is specific to my channel. Again, you're going to want to do the same thing. Just some quick notes. Here on the bottom, you have a timeline that kind of shows you how everything's laid out. You can click on Advanced Timeline, and we're going to just briefly move my big fat head out of the way so we can see this Advanced Timeline button. If you click that, that is going to show you all of the individual elements. And we'll put my big fat head down back in the corner there, but then you can see when everything is going to come into play. And you can see as you move through the different elements, the logo appears at this point, etc. And then you can control the entire length of the clip right here by moving this around, and it automatically adjusts everything else based on the time that you have given it. So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to move this down to 3 seconds because I want a very quick splash. When you're adding intros and things to your videos, you need to pay attention to your view duration and how long people are watching your videos, and make sure people aren't dropping off at your bumper or intro. You want to make sure that it's not too long. If people are going to get bored and leave your video in the middle of you telling them how cool your logo is, then potentially your intro or bumper is too long and you don't want to do that. So I found that 3 seconds is about good for what I'm trying to do for my channel. It may be completely different for you. Maybe you're going to put together a video montage, maybe you're a photographer, videographer, whatever it is that you do. You may have the need to go a little bit longer, and your audience may be used to that or appreciate that. So it's just a matter of understanding your particular audience. For me, this is where I like to go in this range. Now, in addition to the timeline on the bottom, you have your layers on the right-hand side. You can click on individual layers and interact with them. Now, because we're at the end of the timeline, I'm going to push this here so we can see everything. When I click on any given layer, it highlights it on the screen, and then you can actually go in and edit over here. If we wanted to keep this, I'm actually going to end up removing this particular element, but just as you can see, whatever it is that we're typing would go right in there. So what we're going to do here is we have our logo up top. We have that text element. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm getting rid of the text element because it doesn't fit my particular design. And then I want the background to be more in line with my brand. So I've uploaded the background that I use for my thumbnails and other places in my branding, my channel art and all that. And I'm going to drop this here in the background. So right off the bat, we've already made a significant change to the look and feel of this. And now we have that cool effect of that spotlight kind of shining over and our logo in the middle. Obviously, it just says logo. We want our actual logo to be there. So I have grabbed my logo, and when I drag it over and move it directly above the logo image, you'll see that it highlights that image, and that tells me that I'm about to replace that image with the one I'm dragging over. You want to make sure that the proper element is highlighted when you drag and drop to make sure that it replaces it like so. So next thing I want to do, I want a big, bold logo to appear here. So I'm going to make that bigger. And then you'll see as you move it around, there are guidelines that appear. We want this to be nice and centered. So I'm going to find that center guideline and then move it up and down until I find the other guideline. And there you go. It's perfectly centered. So now we have the logo on there. We have, it's coming in at the normal place that was the default for the template, but I'm going to change that up a little bit. I'm going to make that logo the exact length of the image as well. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is because I have auto that I used on the old version of my bumper that I'm actually going to incorporate here. So we want to grab that particular audio and use it for this particular bumper that we're doing. So we can make it as close to the one as possible just with the updated branding. If you're making this for the first time yourself, you can do any way you want to do that. So in this case, I'm going to select that, and that will be placed. Now, the way to watch back the audio, I'm going to put my headphones on for this, and we're going to look just off default, so we have it selected. We're going to click preview and export. YouTube simplify. And you see I have those whooshing noise in there, and I want my logo to respond to those whooshes. So the first thing I did, actually I'll pop that in there real quick just so YouTube it's about simplify. 1 second where the first whoosh comes in and a second from the end where the other whoosh goes out. So we're going to click on the logo. We're going to go over here to layers. We're going to click on that particular layer. I'm going to make sure it's not unlocked. And then I'm going to go down here to animation. So the animation on the logo. And you have a variety of different animations that you can put on any element in your intro. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to click on the in. So we have an in animation, a in place animation, and an out animation. So in is obviously how it appears, out is how it disappears, and in place is whether you want it to shake or flicker or whatever it is while it's on the screen. What I want it to do is I want it to come in at that 1 second mark, and then I want it to leave at 1 second before the end. So I do my in, I go into here, and it's set to fade, but I actually want the zoom in. I want that to happen nice and quickly. So we're going to go down to zoom in. We're going to set the zoom in to 1 second, and then I'm going to go to out, and I'm going to do zoom out, and at 1 second. Now if we preview and take a look at it, YouTube simplify. You'll see that it zooms in at the 1 second and then it zooms out at the 1 second. So we're good to go in that regard. And I actually, let's see, I think I want to... Let me just test this real quick. YouTube simplify. I actually made my timeline a little shorter than that actual video clip is 3.5 seconds, and my timeline was too short. So I don't know if you noticed at the end, but the whoosh and the disappear weren't quite aligned. But now I think it looks much better. YouTube simplify. And then it disappears with the whoosh sound, which is what I was going for. Again, pretty simple to do. It took me about 5 minutes to do this. Obviously, depending on what you are trying to design, it can take longer, take shorter, but the reality is that you have a very powerful tool that is available to you right here online. You can upload your elements and do everything right on their website. Now, a couple things. The link to get to this is in the description below. Also, there is a code that you can find down there as well to save 25% off the paid tiers. But here's the cool thing. If you want to go and sign up for InVideo and try it for free, they give you access to the entire system, all of the resources for free, with the caveat that you have their watermark on your finished product. So if you want to give this a roll, see if you can get exactly what it is that you're looking for, which I suspect you can, because there is just so many different resources at your fingertips in this tool, then you can definitely sign up for free, go through the entire thing, figure out exactly what it is that you want to create. And then once you're happy with it, then you can sign up for the paid tier and download that without a watermark. So it's a win-win, no risk situation. Plus, I'm giving you 25% off by using the code in the description below. So very powerful tool, excellent way to create your intro for your YouTube video that looks nice and professional, and you can do it without a lot of time and not a lot of money. Hey, I almost left out the best part. That 25% off that you can save in the description below is not just for your first month or your first year. You're going to get 25% off for as long as you stay subscribed to the paid tier. It's an awesome deal. I haven't seen other companies offer that kind of savings. So be sure to click on the link below, use that code, and get your 25% off for life.